Today I'm talking to Andrew Briercliffe, an online harms consultant and member of the Shield board who focuses on online harms and child safety. So, Andy, what does community mean to you and what would you say yours is?
Well, thank you very much. Yeah, so I would say that community is well, it's many different ways. We have our local communities, our national communities, communities of all genders, cultures, beliefs. It's bringing everybody together. And whilst we're in this interconnected world through all these digital means, our communities have grown. So it doesn't matter whether we're in Australia, Africa, Europe, America, or the UK. We are a global community. We're a connected global community. And, with that, it's fantastic. That's absolutely brilliant. But obviously, that does complicate matters as well. So to me, to be part of a community that's helping um, the world stay connected safely and deal with a lot of these issues is vitally important. And certainly with Shield, for those who don't know, Shield is a community of like-minded individuals who want to bring their skills and expertise to the masses, for want of a better word, and the whole of society. So that in itself is a great community and one that I'm proud to be a member of.
Thank you. And what does your community teach you about the online world?
Well, I'm going to say the community that teaches me is that it's chaotic and it's challenging and it's complex, and we can't do this alone. And everybody who comes and joins a Shield talk or joins Shield as a bigger picture, everybody brings skill, experience, and knowledge from many different areas, and it's a learning curve for me as well. It's impossible to know everything there is to know about this landscape, no matter what people might say or think. So we have to continuously learn from others who can bring such valuable insight across the board.
So, the next one's going to be really hard for you. It's the same question for everybody. What's the single biggest online challenge or harm that your community is currently facing?
You know what? That's a very interesting question. And I've thought about it a lot and I've heard this question being asked a few times directly to me and to others. And I would say that there's two that people usually go for. And the first one is regulation. Okay. The amount of regulation and laws that are either have recently come out or are being proposed to come out or are coming out in the future, that does play a huge part on the tech landscape. And we're seeing whether it's social media bans, whether it's what's allowed, what isn't allowed. So that plays a lot of confusion and challenges on the landscape. Obviously, we can't have a conversation without talking about AI and the evolution of AI, especially over the past few years, is phenomenal. It's growing exponentially, and that's having a huge impact on many things. However, as much as those are the biggest, or what we say are the biggest challenges, I would actually say the biggest challenge we face is human behavior on the internet. Um, because at the end of the day, if humans or user, for want of a better word, followed all the rules and did what they were told and, respected each other's views and beliefs and things like that, a lot of these problems wouldn't exist. So before we even get to AI, if we talk AI, for instance, there has to be a user who's input the data or is asking those questions into an AI model. So it comes back to a user. So I would say the biggest challenge we face is actually human behavior. But moving on from that, it's obviously AI and all the other problems that we have online.
That's a good one. What's something about your community that can't be found online?
Ah, crikey. I would say it's the like-minded belief and respect that we all share. It's something, it's like a bond, I'm going to say. We all share the same bond, the same feeling. And it's hard to describe. As you say, it's not something you find online. It's just this mutual understanding that if you know, you know, um, you know, when you chat to like-minded people and you get that vibe, and you just share this passion and this dedication for doing what you do. Um, I can't explain it. As you say, you can't find it online. It's just there. You just know it. It's this click. It's this chemistry, for want of a better word. Um, Sharing the beliefs, sharing that passion to do what you want to do. Um, that's what brings those communities together. That, as I say, yes, you might find people online and you chat to people online, but um, that's great. But it's you just have this click. You just have this um, spark that lights the as I say the motivation to keep us all going doing what we do.
Yeah, that's a good one too. Thank you. So the next one, I know we've talked about Shield. Um, it says that we want to help those who are most affected by technology, for better, for worse. What does that mean to you?
So yeah, I think the first thing when you just touched on it there, for better for worse. So let's get one thing straight. Technology is good. Technology technology is brilliant. It's been around for many years now. It's brought so many people together. It has made life simpler in many ways. Whether it's connecting families, connecting all sorts of people, finding what you enjoy and stuff like that. So technology is good. Obviously, as you say, the worst side of it as well. And there are some amazing people doing amazing stuff around the world about protecting communities online. And that can be people in the education field, that can be researchers, that threat intelligence people, that's the content moderators dotted around the world. Um, there's a vast array of people doing amazing stuff. And we can't do it alone, and we can't do it siloed. We can only do it together. And, who are we protecting? Well, obviously, protecting young people is vitally important. I say protecting young people, protecting society, protecting future. Okay. These young people, they are our future. So we have to protect them and teach them about tech as well, all the good and the negatives as well. But let's not forget, we also have to protect, those in other areas, those, in vulnerable communities, for instance, who may not have grown up with tech, but are now having tech forced upon them. We're seeing this quite a lot now. And they don't have a clue. They don't understand it. They might not like tech. How are they going to cope in today's tech world? Um, you know, uh, People with neurodiverse skills, we have to look after them as well. But most importantly, we have to look after the whole of society. There's so many different aspects to this that I don't think it's right that we necessarily isolate individual areas. They all are as vitally important to everybody. It's just how we approach it all.
Thank you. Last one. What's the one thing that gives you hope for the future of the online world?
Oh, that's a good question. You've got to have hope. You've got to have that shared hope with like-minded people, as we've just talked about with Shield, building really amazing friendships and relationships with people who are involved in this landscape as well. The amount of friendships I've built is phenomenal. And we have to have that shared hope, because if we don't have hope, we might as well just all walk away. Now, we might disagree on what that hope is, or what we hope to achieve, or what is achievable. Um, I won't touch on any particular topic because I don't want to start anything. But people do disagree on certain things, and that's fine. That's human nature. We're here to disagree, but we all have to hope um, that we can all bring something in some way to make the online world safer for everybody.
Thank you. Wonderful answers. This was Where I Stand with Andrew Briercliffe.